遠殺陣。よっと遠殺陣。回すよ。回すよ。や回すよ。遠殺陣。よっとや
バトルバーサス氷雨静まる。
行こうか。
徳川義虎
派手に行こうぜ。
大龍島羊の国。
行ってもいい？
いい喧嘩にし。
いざ尋常に一本目勝負。
おっと
や
か司令おっと
遠殺陣。
てなるす
遠殺陣。
司令
遠殺陣。
司令
飛び返し。君
司令
遠殺陣。
なるす
ああよ。危ない。遠殺陣。
おっと
遠殺陣。や
これだろ。
勝者徳川義虎。
俺はまだ満足してないぜ。
2本目勝負。
司令
よ
上だぜ。司令有料司令
勝負あり。勝者徳川義虎。
悪くねえ勝負だったぜ。じゃあな。鬼気迫る立ち筋いいね。あと10年先くらいに出会ってみ。
行ってもいい
いい
ですか？
喧嘩にしようぜ。
いざ尋常に一本目勝負。
司令上だぜ。
や
あ
や
ボタ
や
させねえ。なるすなるすなるす有料上だぜ。
ああよ。
あれボタ
勝者徳川義虎。
俺はまだ満足してない。
2本目勝負。
司令しらなるす司令なるすなるす
回すよ。
司令本気出せ。
勝者徳川義虎。
あんたじゃ咲かねえ。鬼気迫っ
行ってもい
いい
いですか？
喧嘩にしようぜ。
久め静まる VS いざ尋常に一本目勝負。
司令なでしこ
行くよ。
なでしこおら
やあ。演殺人。はっ。避けれる。
司令司令
避けれる。
司令狭き本気出せ。
勝者徳川義虎。
俺はまだ満足してないぜ。
2本目勝負。
おっと司令司令なでしこなでしこおっとなでしこ有用司令
勝負あり。勝者徳川義虎。
悪くねえ勝負だったぜ。
行ってもいい。
いざ尋常に一本目勝負。
おら上だぜ。おら
演殺人。
司令なでしこ
演殺人。本気で行くよ。
おっと司令
勝者徳川義虎。
俺は
2本目勝負。
司令なでしこ司令おらしゃらなでしこ司令司令
演殺
上だぜ。
勝負あり。勝者徳川義虎。
悪くね
いざ尋常に一本目勝負。
行くよ。
司令
危ない。
なでしこ
危ない。
なでしこ
さみだれ切り。
なでしこなでしこなでしこ司令
これでどうだ。霧雨人。回すよ。
勝者久め静まる。2本目勝負。
なでしこ司令なでしこ
やあ。
司 司令おらてて
戦いたくないのに。
おっとやれる
これでどうだ。回すよ。
おっと
やあ
おっと
危ない。そこやや行くよ。
おっと上だぜ
遠殺人やそこやそこ
勝者徳川義虎。最終戦勝負。
司令しななでしこ有能
危ない。
司令
遠殺人回すよ。
上だぜ司令取れるだろう有能おっと
危ない。
勝負あり。
ないのに。
勝者徳川義虎。
あんたじゃ咲かねえ鬼気迫る太刀
言ってもいいです。
いざ尋常に一本目勝負。
行くよ。行くよ。危ない。そこ。これでどうだ。回すよ。霧雨陣。そこ。遠殺陣。
勝者久め静まる。2本目勝負。
よいしょ。回すよ。よいしょ。つゆしぐれと遠殺陣。遠殺陣と霧雨陣。遠殺陣。行くよ。風車はっよっとつゆしぐれふっよっと風車そこふっふっよっとやっこれでどうだ。危ない危ない私がお守りします。はあただと
勝者いろは。最終戦勝負。
つゆしぐれふっよっとそれでどうだ。回すよ。遠殺陣。 引き取りください。つるしぐる回すよ。
勝負あり。勝者いろは。
行ってきますね。いいですか。
いざ尋常に一本目勝負。勝者いろは。2本目勝負。
こちらです。危ない危ない。
勝者久め静まる。最終戦勝負。勝者久め静まる。
ごめんなさい。もう行きます。どうしてみんな戦おうとする？言ってもいいです。
いざ尋常に1本目勝負。勝者久め静まる。2本目勝負。
よ テレレ追いしがれエンサクジいくよえいやあ風車お引き取りくださいやちょ危ないと
勝者いろは最終戦勝負
やはいやせ風車や風切りはたやっとえいやそれはいとやや絶対見ないでください。あなたに恨みはありませんが、旦那様のために
勝負あり勝者いろは
まだ行ってきます。
いざ尋常に一本目勝負
風切りせいや風車ややたやえいや私がお守りします。は風飛び落としそこやとやや風切りや絶対見ないでください。あなたに恨みはありませんが、旦那様のために
勝者いろは2本目勝負
これがないと危ないああよああよつゆしぐれ勝負あり
勝者いろは
やっ行ってきます。
いざ尋常に一本目勝負
はいと危ないはったやややた風切り
勝者いろは2本目勝負
や私がお守りします。はあこれでどうだ危ない危ないつゆしぐれや
勝者氷雨静まる最終戦勝負
やたや風切りそこ回すよはいキュビサメジや邪魔しないでください。風切り風切り 霧雨陣霧雨陣
勝負あり。勝者氷雨静まる。
僕は鬼なのか。戦うのは嫌いだけど僕はまだ。隠れ
いざ尋常に一本目勝負。
やった離れ動かないで。そこそこ遅い。甘い。離れ。
勝者マジキナミナ。2本目勝負。
動かない。これはどう。
勝者マジキナミナ。
私に構わない。鬼になるか。
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight?
Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Jump in, finds the mark. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Goes for the fireball. Player 2 has them legit shook in the corner. The jump in catches them. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Caught in the cross-up. Throws them to negate the block. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. A brave forward jump there to start. Jumps in. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Teleports. That's gonna rattle them. Jump. You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Pokes with a medium kick. Jumps up. Side switch in the corner. Opts to continue the attack with the drive. Smart play with the throw. The fighters return to the middle of the... Oh, burnout triggered! Player 1 in dire straits with burnout! Yoga teleport! Where is he going? Yoga crowns him from above! Full SA meters on... Connects with the throw! What's next? What a finish! Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Barely blocks the jump in. Checks with the projectile. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Gets a chance with that jump in. Who's it gonna be? The super armor does its job. Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. All right. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Takes a trip. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Life lead opens up. Jumps in. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Projectile to try and change the situation. Still charges forward. Parries the projectile. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Jumps in. Both fighters planning something? Smart play with the throw. Super arts on deck for both fighters. How they approach the situation will be interesting. The fighters return to the middle of the stage. Solid anti-air. Their life is hanging by a thread. They got drilling time. That's the Yoga Inferno Rip. A quick breather. Are we gonna see a comeback here? They're using a fireball to force a reaction. What? Anti-air. They gotta go. Doing some quick planning? Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. What the burnout? But they may have a plan here. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. This is gonna kill, no doubt about it. Closes it out. Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion. better have your Sunday's best on because it's time for business.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? Knockdown. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Sticks the combo. Knockdown. From up above. Life lead is opening up, but that can still be overcome with smart drive use. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Picks the drive reversal. Gets him. Player two takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Had the radar up and running. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Player one doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Going in? Player one in dire straits with burnout. They're backed up into the corner. Hits them with a stop and pop. Uses the target combo as a filler. It's a good spot to use the super. Not much life left. Reads the jump in perfectly. Medium kick hits. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Medium kick. All in with a KO. Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Fireball from very long range. What's next here? The throw connects for counter hit damage. Deftly shuts out the jumper. Player one is just about out of drive after that. Not a lot of damage dealt so far. No telling how this match will turn out. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. The jump in is denied. Gets the jump in. From up above. Knockdown. They can open up this round big by converting this punish counter. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Next hit with a KO. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Shoots off a fireball up close. The jump in catches them. Fatal leg twister. Risky up close scrap still going. Player two needs to use the threat of the corner. Inferno to turn up the heat. Ooh, they're gonna feel that. Here we go. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. It's a good spot to use the super. What'll happen here? They exchange blows. Life lead is there, but still reversal. Player two needs to use their SA gauge to their advantage here. Our fighters are at a standstill. What's the play here? Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Shows a medium kick, links it. Doesn't take the throw. Player one brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Checks with a medium kick. No good up high. Player two pushes the opponent into the corner. Plenty of time left. How's the match gonna play out? What's the play here? Spends a little drive gauge here to go on the offensive. Starts with a jump in. Who's gonna make a move? On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Gets the jump in. Player two chases them down. The damage is really piling up now. You can see how cornering your opponent is such an effective game plan. Yoga fire there. Player one has depleted their drive game, but they are still within range to win this round. Oh God, this is tense. KO! Player one on the the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Dashes forward. Blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Going in. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be an inferno to turn up the heat. Player one, oh, burnout triggered. Player one has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Yoga Flame. Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Still slugging it out as crowns them from above. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super art. Oh boy. Both running empty on drive. Player two. Yo, critical art. What are you jumping in for? Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Oh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Jumps up. This can lead to some big damage. Player one needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. Reversal. Player one with a lead. Will they go for offense or defense? What are they gonna do? Doing some quick planning? Serves them a knuckle sandwich. Catches them out. Back to this drive and back misses. Player one is looking at an inferno. What are they cooking up? Both sides getting ready. Yoga fire. Keeps them out. Okay, here we go. What's that off? Target combo into. This is a complete solid anti-air. A jump. Coming from up high. Player one can't use any drive move. Links it. Bringing the hot fire. Oh, putting it all on the line. Time to make them famous. Are you kidding me? Player two is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire.
Challenger.
How's this match gonna shake out? It's gonna be exciting to see.
Gotta do round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. A drive rush to try and keep up the attack. What are they thinking here? Player two in that dangerous burnout state. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player two doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Drive gauge finally recovers. Adds on a bit extra to it. And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Burns the drive gauge. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Next hit will end the round. Gets him. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Keeps him. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Sticks the combo. Yoga Flame. Inferno to turn up the heat. Goes, oh, burnout triggered. Burnout activates. There's a change of size. Shows a medium kick. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Connects with medium kick. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Teleport crowns them from above. They must have a game plan here with the critical art adds a bit of OD spice. Willing to risk it for the overdrive. Drive impact, what a finish! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Open with a jump in? The last round, it's now or never. Blast them! And now, player 2 with a crowns him from above. That drops that off. Player, there's a burnout. Oh, here we go. This can lead to some big damage. Player 1 with the rhythm, owning that space. Spends it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it. What now? Clutch anti-air. Tons of space between the fight. This is gonna hurt. Ugh, take a seat. Oh, burnout. It is over. Player 1 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Presses for a reaction. Drops that off. Ups the damage on that by opting to go for the overdrive up. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. They are battling it out tooth and nail here, with no one having a clear advantage yet. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive. If they can't escape this rock-solid corner pressure, this round is over. KO! Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Hits them with a stop and bomb. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Player 1, burnout! Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Oh, burnout triggered! Both sides in burnout. They can't drive. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Yoga Flame! What'll happen here? They're experiencing burnout. Looking for a chance. Yoga Float. Both fighters have a full super. Gotta do better than that. And they create an opportunity. This could lead to some big damage. KO. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Check drops that off. The last round. It's now or never. All in with a rush. With impact squat. This is gonna hurt. Okay, here we go. Player 2 is crowns him from above. What now? Oh man, perfect execution with the anti-air. Player 1 can't use turning it right up with a super. Wait, what? Are they actually dead? It doesn't kill. They're still in this. Are we gonna see it? It is over. Get that bank account ready because that fight was easy money. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Rushes that off and keeps going. Jumps in. Digs in deep to get that drive in. Burnout is triggered. Dragging on a super art here to turn up the heat. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning they're up close for the super art? Starting something with the super. Player 1 must be feeling good after that super, but they gotta keep on the gas. Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. Neither of them willing to back off here. A quick breather, in there! Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on, brushes that off and keeps going. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out is so vital. Player 2 can build off this lead. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. What'll happen here? Jumps in. They were right to be on guard there. All in with a rush. Life bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Both fighters planning something? What'll be the plan here? What are they gonna do? Jumps drops him hard. Oh, here we go. Solid anti-air. Player 2 can't use any drive food. Gotta play it safe. No! Stunned off the what a finish! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Yoga arch! They got something in mind! Hit them with a stop and bop. Let's get it! Bring in the heat! Spends it all on the super! Not shy one bit about it! And it is on! Anti-air in the clutch! Player 2 reads the jump in perfectly! Uses their drive gauge! What's next? They've got about half life. This can lead to some big damage. Dangerous range here. Bamboozling time with the yoga float. Player excellent block. Close range projectile. Teleport. Nowhere safe. A jump in. Cross that off. Target combo into reversal. Are they trying to bait each other into making a mistake? They both decide to ease the crown zone from above. They are done! Player 2 has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Gonna mix them up with the arch? Manages to block the jump-in attack. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Uses this opportunity to really lay into the opponent with a damaging combo. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. The pressure continues as they can't escape the corner. They need to find a way out. Oh, burnout on both sides brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? Takes a trip. Player 2 chases them down. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Intercepts. Slick anti-air finish. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireballs. Burns them up, experiencing burnout. Hits them with a stop and bop. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Smart play with the throw. Still scrapping for control of the space. Not much life difference. Player 2 will look. The drive impact doesn't work. No way. No sign of running up from out of the corner. Knockdown and Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. They're in the corner and the beatdown continues. Oh man, this uses their drive gauge. Player 1 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. Closing moments of this is gonna hurt. Only a little bit chisels them down. That was catch as catch can as you're gonna get in a fight. Are these two gonna fight forever? Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. From up above. good read on their opponent. Player 1 is just about out of drive after that. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strike. Impact's a no-go. Porter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Box him with a target combo. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. That drive impact is blocked. Locks them down with the arch. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Takes in the throw. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Checking their reactions with a fireball? They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Drilling time. That's the Yoga Inferno Rift. Teleport. That's gonna rattle them. Zones with the fireball. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Anti-air drops him. Sure you can. Jumps. Yoga float. What'll happen here? This is gonna hurt. KO. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Brushes that off and keeps going. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full place. A drive rush to try and keep up the attack. Goes air to air to deny them a chance. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. KO! Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Hits them with a stopping bomb. They both and a super activation, looking to score some juicy damage. Can they keep on him? Good job escaping that dangerous corner situation. Player 1 can build off this lead. Yoga float. What'll happen here? That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Jumps? There's a change of... This is gonna hurt. They were right to be on guard there. But burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Solid anti-air. A real test of nerves here. Denies the jumping attempt. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Hits them with a stopping bomb. Nice counter. The feeling out phase is over. Time to get down to business. This can lead to some big damage. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Player 1 is in a very good spot. Oh, the throw connects. Oh, yo, Rock super here. All in with a rush. No, reads the jump in perfectly. Noticeable life lead. Trying to counter on the action. Puts a bit of stank on that with an overdrive arc. What are they gonna do? Blink up. Player 2 can't let pumps the brakes on the impact. I can't believe it. It is over. That was a fight heard round the world. Yo, top that. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do for hits them with a stopping block. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Coach adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. What are they thinking here? At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover, or are they in trouble here? Recovers from burnout. Taking stock. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Yoga float. The jump-in is denied. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. One combo can end this round right now. Looking for a chance. Knockdown and... Lots of... Oh, burnout triggered. In there. 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Starting off with fireballs right from the get-go. Yoga float. Where's this going? Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Gets the throw, brushes that off and keeps going. Player 2, burnout activates. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. They were expecting that drive impact. Their spacing is so pumps the brakes on the impact. Noticeable life lead is a comeback scope for burnout. Expect a tempo of the chips for the win. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Brushes that off and keeps going. Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. There's a punish count. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Impact's a no-go. So they break forward to pressure the opponent, who was looking for that jump attack. Yoga teleport! Where is he going? Knockdown. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Oh god, this is tense. Going in? This is a prime opportunity to end things, but they decide to play burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to get in there. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Gets them with the anti-air. Are we going to see some fireworks here? Throws out a projectile. Player 2 had a hard time managing their drive gauge last round, and I'm sure they're aware that they need to start adapting. Can they stop this light lead from getting bigger? You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Player looking to impress with this super. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Brushes that off and keeps going. They like from experiencing burnout. Player 1 in dire baits out the low kick. Looking for a chance. All in with a rush. Both fighters' drive gauges might be burned out, but the fire still blazes. Okay, here we go. Player adds a bit of OD spice there. Teleport, nowhere safe. Player 1, stun, city, population, you. What's next? Who's gonna take it? What a finish! That was catch as catch can, as you're gonna get in a fight. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Blocks the impact. Smart play to stop the opponent there. Player 1 chases them down. There's a corner switch. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. Throws out a projectile. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. Got their eye on the air. Takes a trip. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Very critical point of the match with full drive gauge available. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure. Inferno to turn a gutsy fireball gives them the round. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They were expecting that drive impact. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Medium kick hits. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Teleports. That's gonna rattle up. Brushes that off and keeps going. Goes air to air and takes their turn. Avoids getting stuck in the corner. Burnout activates. Player 1, burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Both sides in burnout. They can't drive. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Time to reassess the situation? Yoga teleport. Where is he going? Going in. Chucks the fireball to continue their hold over their zone. Willing to risk it for the overdrive. Grounds them from above. White roll burnout. Did they mean to do that? You've got to be mindful of reach. Closes it out. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Scrub hits them with a stop and pop. Go burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player one pumps the brakes on the impact. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scale. What will they do next? Jump! Close range projectile. Player one is with clutch anti-air. All in with a rush. Impact squash. What are they gonna do? Anti-air in the clutch. Oh my God, they just choked it up. Okay, here we go. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? They gotta go. Yoga float to mess with their head. The drive impact doesn't work. Medium kick. Player two was an absolute beast in that match. I don't even think they care that others called next. We're getting back in. Were they baiting them into that? Yes. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. We've got both sides without a drive gauge. How will they overcome this? One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover, or are they in trouble here? Player two chases them down. Can they convert this punish counter opportunity into something? Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Impacts are no-go. Keeps them guessing with a yoga arch. This is the time to use fireballs to chip away at an opponent. That's a bit... burnout activates. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Player one, is the low heavy connected? Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes for the jump in. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Their spacing is so on point right now, but who's gonna blink first? Jump? Caught in the crossup. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. What'll happen here? Player rushes that off and keeps going. Experiencing burnout. Player two is not in a good place health-wise, but with a super art in play, it's still not over. What? That was enough to kill? Yo, that read was godlike. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. Starts things off with a jump in, pumps the brakes on the impact. Crowns them from above. Player one drops below on gauge stop, but a good call to take that round. Shakes things up with a fireball. Player two has the slugs that off. Player one, there's a drive impact. Breaks it. Yoga Inferno to set this fight alight. Both sides getting ready. Impact squash. Who will set the bait at this range? It's burn out, but they may have a plan. Closes it out. That was catch as catch can, as you're gonna get in a fight. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. This is the time to use fireballs to chip away at an opponent. Hits them with a stop and bop. Who will gain control of the match in the early going? Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. The drive impact nets them a sweet punishment. Deal some damage with that quick combo. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive, adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Decides to spend the meter to open up some more chances. Their super art gauge is running on empty. That's going to be a big factor in how this match will KO. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireballs. Player 1 had an impressive round while managing their drive game. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. Drilling time! That's the Yoga Inferno Rip! I think both fighters want to keep an eye on their drive gauge and try to refill it whenever they can. Player 2 has a slight life lead. Brushes that off and keeps going. Burnout activates. Big super hard hit. It's on. Knockdown and burns them up. You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Throws them. Oh, burnout triggered. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Hanging on for dear life. What a finish! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Opens with the fireball. Zones with the fireball. Yoga. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Links it. Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Excellent block. Player 2 is in burnout state. A very precarious situation. This is where we can expect some major pressure. Teleport crowns him from above. Punish counter sets the table. Player 1 needs to wait this out. What are they gonna do? Player 1, nothing stops this train. Oh, burnout. Did they mean to do that? Both sides getting ready. Jump. Here comes the boom. Player 1 can't use any big this time to bust this out. Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it. Sit down and shut up. Are you kidding me? Player 1 has got to be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Nice fireball. Whips with that huge attack. Blocks the low heavy. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Knockdown. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. So adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. They decide to hang back and rethink their game plan. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. From up above, heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. That drive impact is blocked. Hold your breath. Anything could happen here. The impact doesn't do anything. KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. This is gonna be bad news. Combo with the target combo. Player 1 creates a good burnout trigger. Player 1 picks a good spot and use the super. Oh yeah, that's what I like to see. In view, rip-off. Going in, player 2 is in a pretty good situation with burnout activates. They're both driveless. This is gonna get messy. Throws a fireball. Goes for the fireball, which is very strong at this range. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Brushes that off and keeps going. Burnout, but they may have a plan here. Dangerous range here. Crowns them from above. Burns out. Inferno! What are they cooking up? One player is in burnout state. Flatline zone. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. start of the round. How will they start their approach? Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Almost had it, but he gets blocked. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Player 1 chases them down. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weak. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. The jump in is denied. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Spends the gauge for the drive reversal. In a dire situation, there's the impact! Not letting that go unpunished. They gotta pick their spots well with the remaining drive they have. Medium kick! You've gotta be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Both fighters are barely hanging in there, but someone's gotta act. Fires off a yoga in there. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Hit them with a stop and pop. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is experiencing burnout. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Barely blocks the jump in. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Max SA gauges, unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. Drive usage is back on the table. Burnout activates. Yoga Flame. Super art? Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Both sides getting ready. Fights back with authority. Medium kick. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Oh my god, they just choked it up! From upstairs! It's a good spot to use the super! Level 3 super! Spending that meter like it's nobody's business! Player 2 with a slight lead! Will they capitalize? Lakes it! Ooh, what a smart throw! Amazing! Player 2 can't let this simmer! This can lead to some big damage! Both shots solid anti-air! They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Oh, burnout! Did they mean to do that? Yoga fire! What a finish! That was catch as catch can, and you're gonna get in a fight.
Challenger!
Two of the biggest lab monsters are about to get it going.
Round 1. Fight!
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Decides to go in with the target combo. Goes for the throw. Player 2 has the life lead. Throws him down. Trips him up. Gets back with a well-placed drive reversal. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Big, low, reaching heavy. Gets the jump in. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Opts for the air-to-air encounter. Grabs him. Taking stock. Player 1 creates a good... Were they baiting them into that? KO! Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Lets off a yoga fire. Goes for the jump in. Risky up-close scrap still going. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. What'll happen here? Player 1 needs to use the front of the corner here. Yoga Inferno to set this fight alight. Player 1 just put themselves on equal foot. Burnout activates. Yoga fire to turn up the heat. What are they gonna do? Ooh, the drive impact hits for a punish. Super hard to show up what a DHALSIM fighters can do for you. Player 2, they couldn't tech the throw. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Burns them up. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. Well-timed corner switch. No good up high. A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move where you're going to eat tons of damage. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. Knocked down. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. That drive impact doesn't get through. Gets the jump in. The drive impact doesn't get the punish counter, but it's still good. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Takes, brushes that off and keeps going. Player 1 has the looking to impress with this super. Spin drive smasher assault. 1 KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Sees it coming and blocks it out. That attack landed for a count. Brings out the super art. How is this going to work out for them? Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. We have a super art on deck. Expect to see way more pressure here. Takes the opponent out of the air. This is a chance to dictate the pace. What'll happen here? Big opportunity. Inferno to turn up the heat. The super doesn't hit. He jumps up. Genius read. Reads the jump in perfectly. Ooh, what a smart throw. Both fighters planning something? What burns the gauge to turn up the heat? Can they create an opportunity? Punish counter on reaction. Take more fuel to the fire. Put them up. Both sides getting ready. Huge chance after that wall spike. Oh, here it burns out. Get out of nowhere. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with.
Challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Jump in finds the mark. Player 1 has the life lead. Gets the jump in. Neither of them willing to back off here. They hit each other. Knocked down. Player 1 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drum KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Shoots off a fireball up close. Had the radar up and running. Closes the gap. Risky up-close scrap still going. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Oh, burnout triggered. Player 1 will read the jump in perfectly. It's a good spot to use the super. Takes it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it. They just made that. Oh, what a finish! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Open, sets up with the jump in. Here comes a big combo. Here comes the corner pressure. Breaks it. Bringing the hot fire. Player 2, this is gonna hurt. Hits the drive. Getting up close and personal. Dragging like it is over. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for us. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Aerial Tatsu. Jump. Box him with a target. The corner makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Clear that neither of them wants to be in the corner. Player 1 can't let their drive add a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Okay, creating some space here. KO! Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Gets the jump in. Very slick with the combo. Took him to the corner in a flash. No knockdown as the low heavy is blocked. There's the wall splash. They can't do anything now. Player 1 is barely hanging in there, but can still mount a comeback using their drive. Looking for a chance. The low kick hits. Yoga fire there. Life leaders burns out. All in with a rush. Closes it out. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Decides not tries to make something happen with an overdrive arch. Smart play with the throw. Ooh, what a smart throw. Were they baiting them into that? G-right kick for a mix-up. Oh, burnout. Did they mean to do that? Player 2 with a slight lead. Will they capitalize? Knock them out of the air. Player 2 is in burnout state. A very precarious situation. This is where we can expect some major pressure. Bringing the hot fire. Both are ready to pull the trigger on their super arch. Escapes the all in with a rush. Good inferno. What are they cooking up? Okay, here hits the drive. Noticeable life lead. Overhead attack. Crowns him from above. The jump burns out. I can't believe it. This can lead to some big damage. They are done. Player 1 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. Adds a bit of OD spice there. Medium kick. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Throws them to negate the block. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Had the radar up and running. Okay, creating some space here. Player 1 can't afford to get hit again, but still has a chance to take the round if they can find openings to use their drive. Changes the pace with an air gets them. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Yoga float. Grabs and throws them away. Looking for a chance. Were they baiting them into that? G-right kick for a mix-up. Yoga flame. Goes for a risky overdrive. Yoga fires it. This can lead to some big damage. Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player may decide this round. Hit them with a quick low kick. Gotta hand it to both of our fighters. They put on a real clinic for him.
Damn fall. So let them pray for my damn fall. Survivalist, heroic as a tigerist. Earn my stripes 'cause you know I'm do or die with this. Journey started young, super hard hit. Call me smart, but you is not my psychiatrist.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who's going to come out on top in this fight? Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. The combo's there. Opts for the throw. Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Decides to spend the meter to adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Their super art gauge is running on empty. That's going to be a big factor in how this match plays out. Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? From up above. Checks them with the projectile. Life lead opens up. Yoga plays. Dashes up. Burns them up. Players KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Big throw. Going in. Connects with medium kick. Shows a medium kick. Hits them with a one. It's a good spot to use the super. They dead off this super? It's too close to call. The super art doesn't kill. They gotta focus to finish this off. Closes with the throw. Hitting them with the smart stuff. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Answers with a psycho uppercut. Psycho flip wakes them up. Are they going to be able to come back and snatch throws them? Oh, here we go. Oh man, this is a scary range. Pumps the brakes on the impact. He breaks it. What'll be the play? Getting it. Oh, flatline zone. That was catch as can if you're gonna get in a fight.
challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Round one.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Player one with the life lead. Neither fighter wants to get stuck in the corner as they continue to duke it out mid-stage. Opts for the throw. They're not going to allow any jump-ins. Player one has used up all of their drive gauge. Takes a trip. Player one needs to deal with this burnout. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Knockdown. Grabs him. Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. Drive gauge finally recovers. Teleport! That's gonna rattle him. Oh, easy tech. Life lead opens up. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. A quick breather, springs forward with the drive rush. Yoga Fluff drive rush to keep it going. Who will capitalize on an opening first? Looks like they both want to stay out of the corner. A critical situation. The projectile connects, not giving the opponent any chances. Player two with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. Barely blocks the jump in. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? Still very early in the round. Very saw that jump in coming from a mile away and parries it perfectly. Player two creates a good corner opportunity. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. Big opening ready to be taken advantage of after that parry. Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Burns them up. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. What'll happen here? Orbital hit! Akuma looking to play hide and seek. But gotta do better than that. One chance here may end this match. Yoga plays. Risky up close. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Links it. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. There's a burnout. Player two can't use any drive boost. Got a flatline zone. Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Pokes with a medium kick. Good job blocking the jump in. Saw that jump in coming from a mile away and parries it perfectly. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Still slugging it out here. Both fighters are sitting on a full drive gauge. This might be prime time to let it rip. Both sides backing off to form their game plan. They're at the center of the stage. What happens here will have consequences later on. Projectile to try and change the situation. Oh, easy tech. No more drive gauge. Life lead opens up. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Trying to read each other here? Yoga float. Where's this going? Going in? Uses a fireball to try and establish their pace. Player two can't afford mistakes without that drive gauge. Who will capitalize on an opening first? Both fighters are weighing their options and looking for an opening. Sakuhado shows the KO. Player one picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? The attack is parried. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. A quick breather. Hits the overall throw out of the teleport. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. Player one can't use any drive moves without burning out. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. What'll happen here? Saw that coming. Checks with a medium kick. Knockdown and a real test of nerves here. Sticks out a kick. All in with a rush. Connects with the throw. Any mistake here is gonna be fatal. What's it gonna be? This can lead to some flatline zone. Player one made all the right moves, and this experience is only gonna make them stronger. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Keeps them guessing with a yoga arch. A drive rush to try and keep up the attack. Player one with a sliver of drive gauge left. They may be in for a tough time. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Player two needs to deal with this burnout. Grabs him, knockdown. Goes to the overdrive. They're at the center of the stage. What happens here will have consequences later on. Goes for the drive rush there. Time's the only thing moving here. Nice tech. KO. Player one takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Left off a projectile to waste time. Player one kept their drive gauge topped off through that round and still took the win. Guess they didn't need it. Looking for a chance. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Yoga fire there. Feeling out the spacing. Manages to block the jump-in attack. Drive gauge management here is going to be vital. Big throws. Springs forward with the drive rush. A quick breather. Drive rush to keep it going. Throws them forward and maintains the corner game. Both fighters planning something? Reconnects with the throw. Betting it all on the drive rush. This is gonna hurt. Dash. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive arc from this situation? Doesn't touch the throw. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Fires off a yoga comment. We're just getting started here. Who will take control? That feeling out phase is over. Time to get down to business. Crowns them from above. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. The winner will be the one who manages it best. Hadouken! What's next? Player Demon Blade kick! Demon Raid time! Player throw is denied! What a read! Player one has a big drive gauge lead. Ooh, you never know what can happen here. Betting it all on the drive rush! Oh, you smell that? Connects with the throw! Drive rush! They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Yoga arch! They got something in mind! Crowns them from above! Burns out! Inferno! What they are done! Player one made all the right moves, and this experience is only gonna make them stronger. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Lets off a yoga fire. Throws a projectile to zone the opponent. Feeling out the spacing. Reacts to the throw. Neither fighter wants to get stuck in the corner as they continue to duke it out mid-stage. Lots of aggression from both sides. All right, what's coming up next? Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireball. Both fighters decide to reset the pace and assess the situation. Knockdown. Drive rush to keep it going, and the throw ends the round. Player two on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Can't tech the throw? Springs forward with the drive rush. Escapes with the reversal. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. Akuma's going in. Smart play with the throw. What's the next move? Long-range fireball to break the silence. Goes for the jump, opts for the critical art. Yo, we're dealing with a real gambler. Low on life and is still willing to risk it all on this critical art to deal the cash money damage they need. Their life is hanging by a thread. They gotta lean heavily on their drive moves now. Jumps? You've gotta connect with the throw. Oh, getting medium kick. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Are these two gonna fight forever? Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. They get the distance they want. Let's see their approach. Starts off zoning with fireballs. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. Player 1 has used up all of their drive gauge. Both sides looking for an opening. They're barely hanging in there. Can they hold out any longer? This is a gigantic life lead. How are they going to deal with this? Grabs them, takes a drill. Fireball from very low. What's next here? From up above. Can't tech the throw? Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Sticks the KO. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Last round, we saw some very solid zoning play. Can they keep that up and close out this game? Big counter. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Drive rush to keep it going. Oh, easy tech. Feeling out the spacing. Player 2 has a slight life lead. Burns them up. Hopes with a medium kick. Player 1 will meet experiencing burnout. Scrapping it out up close. Player 1 has an empty drive through. This is a very precarious. Got him up against the wall and the stud is there. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Hadouken! Drive it back, misses. Medium kick. Close range project closes it out. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Fires off a Hadouken. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Akuma's going in. Which fighter this unleashes some big damage. Great job in escaping that corner pressure and moving back to center stage. Adds a bit of OD spice there. This is gonna hurt. Good presence of mind with a merciless hit. Is this gonna set the outcome of this fight in stone? They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? A jump? Sticks out a kick. Things are very frozen. What's that drive rush? Teleport reads the jump in perfectly. Player 2 can't win this without pulling the trigger. Connects with the throw. Amazing. Uses their drive gauge. Taking chunks out of each other here. They gotta find something to work with here. Yoga fire. A real test of nerves here. No hesitation or regret. Hit them with that NSFW. Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it. Are you serious? That comeback was unreal. We just saw this fighter play out of their goddamn mind there. Player 2 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Jumps. Lets off a yoga fire. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. goes for the fireball. They hit each other. The jump-in is denied. Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Knockdown. With the life gap opening up, they need to lean hard on their drive usage. Dashes forward. Throws them. What's next? A quick breather. Medium kick hits. Gotta be careful not to whip at this range. This is a prime opportunity to end things, but they decide to play it safe. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Drilling time. That's the Yoga Inferno Rip. Comes from behind to pick up the win. They took advantage of every chance. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Burns the drive gauge. Teleports. That's gonna rattle him. Jumps. Akuma going in. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Rushes that off and keeps going. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Full SA meters on deck for both sides. This could be over soon. Both fighters planning something? Player all in with a rush! Side switch in the corner. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Are we gonna see a comeback here? KO! Player 2 took no time to finish that fight. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Checks him with the projectile. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Player 1 has the life lead. No good up high. Big counter. Drive reversals, no good. Next up. Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. Fireball from very long range. What's next here? Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely too much on drive either. Takes them all the way to the corner with that. KO! Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. This fight is just underway. What kind of game plan do they have? All right, what's coming up next? Side switch with the back throw, looking for a chance to gain the upper hand. Sneaks in above. A quick breather, scrapping it out up close. Jumps, grabs and throws him away. This is the ideal range to utilize the fireball game. Player 1, burnout activates. Genius read. Player 1 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Going in. Off the reach, big time whip. Are we gonna see connects with the throw? There crowns him from above. There's a burnout. Player 2 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. Doesn't check the throw. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Starts things off with a jump in. Hits the drive. This could lead to some big damage. Player 1 with a lead. Will they go for offense or defense? Links it. Player all in with a rush. With super arts into play. Oh, burnout. Did they mean to do that? Connects with the throw. Player 1 looking to tenderize the body to Ogoro. Amazing. Both fighters are down to half life. They're using a fireball to force a reaction. Player 2, no! Stunned off the wall! Sits him down with a super. Now that's how you take a round. Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Zanku Hadouken. That's a counter. Dashes. Grabs him. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup? Taking stock. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Goes to the overdrive. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. In a dire situation, they can't afford a KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireballs. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. The fight continues in the middle of the stage. Goes to the overdrive. Burns them up. Teleport! Both of them were ready for a throw. Very solid corner switch. Player 1 experiencing burnout. Player 1 has the life lead. Can they use it? You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. Orbital hit. Akuma looking to play hide and seek. Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Fireball into the corner. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Teleport. This can be KO. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Yoga Arch. They got something in mind. Locks them down with the arch. That last round featured a lot of offense from mid-range while the fighters dance around each other. What's going to happen in this round? Full SA reads the jump in perfectly. Gotta be careful not to whiff. Meets them air to air. Links it. Player 1 is drilling time. That's the Yoga Inferno Rip. Both sides getting ready. It's plus anti-air. Throws them. Grabs and throws them away. Bamboozling time with the Yoga Float. Player knocks them out of the air. Uh-oh. This could really tip the scales. Super! Setting it all on a drive rush. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Noticeable life closes in. Big slam jammer! Get that bank account ready because that fight was easy money. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Jumps up, throws them to negate the block. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Tons of drive and health to work with. Tries to turn up the pressure with an overdrive projectile. Deftly shuts out the jump in. Blocks the jump in. What are they thinking here? Got their eye on the air. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Heats it up with a combo into super. Taking stock. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. KO! Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Early round decisions are so important to set the tone. Both fighters are looking for a way to get in, but there's still time to feel out the situation. Oh, easy tech. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Taking stock. Anything could happen here. Opts to continue the attack with the drive. Player 1 will need to play it conservative until their drive springs forward with the drive rush. Yoga float. Where's this going? Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Locks them down with the arch. Can they create an opportunity for themselves to seal the deal? Teleport! Solid anti-air! A single hit drilling time! Let the Yoga Inferno Rip in there! 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Oh, they haven't gotten their fill just yet. We're running it back. Smart play with the throw. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Not much damage dealt so far, but they may be looking for an opening to run with. Throws him down. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Will the drive parry here open things up for them? Takes a trip. Tries to keep the pressure on the opponent by zoning with fireballs. Knockdown. Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation. Very solid corner stage. Taking stock. Opts for the throw to close it out. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Stops the attack by using a drive parry. Projectile to try and change the situation. Player 2 had an impressive round while managing their drive gauge. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. Spends the gauge on the drive rush. Knockdown and Yoga Fire there. Looking for a chance. Lets off a Yoga Fire. Springs forward with the drive rush. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with the chance to score big here. Zanku Hadouken. Drive rush to keep it going. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. They exchange blows. Oh, they're in the corner. Throws them. How long can this offensive assault continue? Flynn closes it out. Player 2 gets the win in a convincing fashion. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Goes for the fireball. They trade hits, and now gets the jump in. Taking stock. Next hit will end the round. The comeback's gonna be tough now. Can they do it? And that's a KO. Timed that perfectly. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Pokes with a medium kick. Throws him. What's next? Going in? Goes for the jump in. Teleport. What's the next move? Jumps up. Akuma's going in. Knockdown and their spacing is so on point right now. But who's gonna blink first? Connects with the throw. What'll happen here? Blade kick. Player 1 is barely hanging in the drive rush to keep it going. Demon blade kick. Noticeable life lead. Wraps it up with a throw. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Yoga flame. Drops him hard. Zaku Hado. Player 2 won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. With super arts into play, it's really anything goes at this point. Player 1 has a slight life lead. Sticks out a kick. Ooh, what a smart blow. Okay, here we go. Crowns him from above. Getting up close and personal. A climb on the merciless yoga. No holding back. DHALSIM getting real serious with us. Player 2 may be able to pull a fast one, especially with a super art ready. A jump in? Demon raid now? That throw's gonna take off a chunk of damage. All in with the rush. Dashes out the cage right there. Ooh, sends him a personalized telegram with that lightning critical. Can hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Yoga fire there. The jump in is denied. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Checks with a projectile. Uses the drive rush here to steal their turn. Heats it up with a combo into super. Takes a trip. This is a tough spot. Very solid corner switch. Player 2 chases them down. Throws them to negate the block. Knockdown. Drive gets them. Player 1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? An orbital hit. Akuma looking to play hide and seek. Player 2 has the life lead. Can they use it? They back the opponent into the corner. Now to apply the pressure. Breaks the block with a throw. Springs forward. KO. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Huddle. The last round. It's now or never. Hits the drive. Jumps in. Here comes the corner pressure. This is the grab. Yoga arch. They got something in mind. All the throw connects. Oh, here we can. Eats it. This may turn into a big chance. Knocks them out of the air. With super arch into play, it's really any. This can lead to some big damage. Throws them. They've got about half life left. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Hits the drive. Teleport. Nowhere safe. Blink of anti-air in the clutch. Just reads the jump in perfectly. The drive gauge is screaming for more attention. Yoga and Inferno to set this fight alight. I can't believe it. They're just gonna go for it with this. Are you kidding me? Player 2 has gotta be feeling good getting the win out of that absolute carnage. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Keeps him out. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Attempts to break the stalemate with the fireball. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. If they can't escape this rock-solid corner pressure, this round is over. Takes a trip. Life lead opens up. No more drive game. Heats it up with a combo into KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Pokes with a medium kick. Who's going to start things off? Shows the medium kick. Grabs him. Player 2 has a slight life lead. The quarter makes it hard to escape. Springs forward with the drive rush. Player 2 holding on to that corner advantage. Perfect KO. They were in full control there. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Hadouken. Keeps them guessing with the yoga arch. That feeling out phase is over. Time to get down to business. Will that parry change the momentum of this match? Connects with the throw. Okay, here we go. This can lead to some big damage. Gets it the perfect fireball. Reads the jump in perfectly. Hadouken. A jump? What are they gonna do? Somehow manages to block the jump in. Yoga floats to mess with their head. Fires off, throws them. What's next? Teleport, this is gonna hurt. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Dangerous range here. Yoga fire to turn up the heat. These fighters are swinging for control of the match. Who's gonna take it? Hadouken! They gotta find something grabs him! Ugh, take a seat! It is over! Player one! Straight up outplayed them!
Survivalist, heroic as a tiger is. Earn my stripes cause you know I'm do or die with this. Journey started young, super hard-headed. Call me crazy, but you was not my psychiatrist. Lifetime of stripes and struggling. Be the best is my covenant.